Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Bahrain Now with me, your host, Lar Sam'an. We've got a great show coming up featuring great local talents, initiatives, and happenings from around the kingdom. So stay tuned, we'll be right back. This guest is one who uncovered a hidden talent by coincidence and went on to produce various works of Arabic calligraphy and abstract paintings. To talk to us more about her work is Salma Salim. Hello Salma, and welcome to our studio today.
Thank you so much, thank you so much.
So,
nice to meet you.
Tell us, Ramadan is a very introspective time. How does this apply to artists?
Yeah, it depends on each artist. As if you consider me as an Islamic artist, I have works related to Ramadan and Eid, and also I manage time accordingly.
Okay, which is amazing at the
Yes,
same time, because of course I'm
so
sure it's very time consuming.
Yes, you need a lot of patience for this.
Of course, and especially with the details.
Yes,
and
the details.
Yeah, I can imagine the patience into it. Can you tell us how you got into calligraphy?
Yeah, before that I should tell something about myself. I'm Salma, I'm born and brought up in Bahrain. By profession, I'm civil engineer.
Oh, wow.
But this started as a passion for me. Like it started as a hobby during my pregnancy time.
Okay.
That is when around 5 years back, when I started with painting acrylics and canvas for the first time. I was trying out all these things, and suddenly I realized that this is something I was so passionate about.
And you started liking it more
I was
and more.
liking it so much, and gave me so much happiness for that.
Okay.
So art was there for me around 4 years back, but into calligraphy I should say it is around 1.5 years back.
Okay.
And it actually happened when I decided that I'll give something special for my friend for housewarming in Bahrain.
Okay.
So that is when I created an Ayatul Kursi painting.
Okay.
So when I was doing that, I didn't know much about this, and I didn't learn it actually. I just tried it for myself.
Yeah.
But when I did it, I felt so happy doing it. Something related to Quran. I was doing that Ayatul Kursi, and after completing the work, I posted this in my Facebook page, Salma's Artistry, as well as my Instagram page, Salma's Artistry.
And it just went.
And it was. I got a lot of good response, because at that time not many people were into this Arabic calligraphy.
Yeah.
It actually the interest increased nearby. So when I did that, I got a lot of response, and I was so happy. So I thought, yes, I should be doing, my domain should be into this, because before that I used to work on many different
types of art.
So many. It was like portraits. I used colored pencil portraits. I used to do abstracts. So many. But now I thought, yes, when I'm doing this, I should go detailed, study it properly, because we are writing the Quranic verses.
Correct.
So if I go in the authentic way, I thought I'll enroll in courses. So I took up workshops, online courses, so that I learned it so much.
I love that you studied civil engineering and went completely different.
Yeah, but it depends on the person. If you do something, you have dedication and you have the passion, I'm sure you will excel in that.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter with what career you are or what background you have. And this usually this main problem was like many of them asked me when I came back to Bahrain with my family, like, you're not working, you studied so much post-graduation in civil engineering.
You studied so much civil engineering, so it's like
post-graduation in civil engineering, and sitting at home looking at your kids, you're not doing a job. So that is when I actually realized that I will spend time with my kids as well as do something I'm so happy about. When I realized this is my passion, and though I used to do in school time, this is when I should always say this here, because my mother is the one who has encouraged me doing work, drawings, paintings, etc. So I should always mention her name.
Because she pushed you to follow your passion.
I remember having a diary with me always when I was a kid, and I used to draw it and show to my guests, and also this is the new picture I have drawn.
This is what
encouraged me. But then I never thought it would be my profession. But Alhamdulillah, with 1.5 years in calligraphy, now I'm a full-time calligraphy artist.
Oh, wow.
I'm into this field. I'm working 24/7 into this, depending on the customization I get. And now I should say my paintings are there in around 9 countries.
Okay,
I have done around more than 120 paintings, all customized according to their interest.
Yeah, to what they want.
It is something you can do for, you can be happy as well as you're doing something, you are sending message in each painting.
Exactly. And I feel like it's really nice seeing people who ask you for, like, let's say custom ones. It's nice when you finish it and you see they're so happy, they put it in their home.
Happy and get the reviews.
It brings that joy, that all this work and
cannot
dedication.
be expressed in words.
Exactly. And can you tell us, what is your routine during Ramadan?
Yeah, Ramadan, actually as Islamic calligraphy artists, we have during Ramadan and Eid, we have the gifting series, right?
Yeah.
So last time also I was lucky enough to have a gifting series for Ramadan. That was ordered by my one of the Islamic institution. They wanted their teachers to be gifted with Islamic reminders paintings.
Okay, that's so nice.
So I was lucky enough to have done 16 paintings, and I have done it for different people, and that was the last Ramadan. And similarly for this Ramadan, I got this gifting series, which when one of the friends wanted to gift her besties with Islamic reminders, some words like dua, tawakkul, sabr and all are Islamic words which give us some feeling, right, whenever you see it on the wall.
So I love that it's a gifting series. It's just very nice because people can come to you and say, I need some gifts, so can you please help me with that? Yeah.
And they give me the customization, they tell me what they want.
Yeah.
So during Ramadan, I focus on the Ramadan and gifting Eid gift series, and the other one which are not much important, I'll keep aside, and you know, the people will be okay if I give it after Ramadan.
Yeah, of course.
So that I get some time for myself for the spiritual development as well.
I was going to say, you need to keep some time for yourself because it looks like you just keep working, painting, that you need to keep some time for yourself.
But I don't have a luxury of taking art time particularly other than Ramadan, because I have 2 young boys.
Yeah.
They don't let me do the artwork all the time.
They don't let you. It's like, no.
You don't have a fixed timing for work. But then I find, along with my household chores, I find time for my passion. But that is something I have realized. With the hard work and the dedication, you
can do it.
Yes.
And can you tell us what about calligraphy makes it so appealing to you personally?
Calligraphy, in particular, I am doing Islamic calligraphy, that is mostly related to Quranic verses, the phrases, or the words which remind us about Allah.
Yeah.
So whenever I take custom work on a piece, that piece is giving a message, other than just the colorful or something.
Just looking colorful.
Yeah, it's
you're
not
trying
just
to put a message in with your artwork.
Yes. And more particularly, I've done courses on Sulus script. You know, Arabic calligraphy. We have a lot of scripts.
Yes, correct.
So I've studied in Sulus, and I feel it more beautiful. And I mean, for me, it's personally readable also. It's just not for the decorative purpose. You can read the words in Sulus also, and Nask also you can. So I work on each piece, and each piece is giving a message, giving a verse. For example, there are so many messages like remember me and I'll remember you, some verses which Allah has given. So all these are something special.
Yeah. So it makes it more appealing to you.
Yes. Yeah. And when you see that on a wall, the person seeing that at least will remember that. Word, the surah, the ayah,
whatever you put into the painting, someone is going to get a message out of it, which is beautiful. It's very beautiful.
So happy about that.
It's a good thing. I love that,
because now I feel like I'm using the time. It is something.
There's something coming out of also the time that you're using. And what words or phrases do you tend to pick out with calligraphy? What are your favorites?
I like the words like sabr and all. If you look for a small pieces, sabr, dua, tawakkul, taqwa, all these words are simple words, but then they're catchy and
they have a lot of meaning behind it.
For that. And if you ask me about the works I have done the maximum is Ayatul Kursi. That is what was demanded by most of them. And when I was in India for the last time, I was there for 6 months, and I took half of my art supplies to India because I don't want to take a break in my art career.
Want to continue.
You know, my page is there, and I don't want it to get stuck for 5 months. So I took half of my art supplies there, and I was lucky enough to get works for housewarming especially. Because you have your friends, relatives, everyone supporting you.
Everyone.
And whenever I go there, they all supported me, and they asked me for the housewarming projects, and I was lucky enough to do a big one that was around 6 feet into 4 feet.
Wow.
Ayatul Kursi. Wow. And they got it framed, and also when you see all these in different homes, like
it just brings joy to you.
In different countries, and if you have your paintings, it's something you feel like, plus the time you spend for this is worth it. You feel it like that.
Yeah, you feel like all this work I've been putting into it's just it's coming out. And can you tell us what you've brought with you today?
These are some of the works I have done. I usually work in acrylic medium, acrylic painting. I also like working in alcohol ink. So this is alcohol ink, and you see here, this is the
how
gold
it spreads, and with the gold leafing, I can see
gold
that.
leafing. I have worked with gold leafing, silver leafing, copper leafing. The sabr you see there is copper leaf.
Okay. Yeah, the color is beautiful. Wow, it's copper leaf. I thought it was actually copper paint.
No, it's copper leaf. These are alcohol ink arts. You can see the different verses from Quran. And this one, if you see, you can see the textures.
It's beautiful.
You see the textures.
It's really pretty.
You So that is what I actually want to incorporate, both texture, the different.
You wanted to mix it in different ways. Yeah, this has, I'm guessing, gold leafing and textures.
Yes.
Okay.
This one doesn't have a gold leafing, but then you have the textures here.
Okay.
You have a gliding liquid instead of gold leaf.
Wow.
I use a gliding liquid in that. The one you see at the
there's
end.
so many different there's so many
medium.
different mediums. I'm like
I was lucky enough, because I started into art 4 years back, so I had this 3 years gap studying, experimenting
all different kinds of art.
And 1.5 years I studied calligraphy, so I could mix both painting into calligraphy,
which is beautiful. I find calligraphy in general on paintings beautiful and very eye catching.
Yes, I brought some columns also with me to show you, but then.
Can you tell me, how are you hoping to enhance your art going forward? What are you planning on doing?
Yes, I've mentioned before that I want to improve my script. I mean, I've learned one script, but I want to learn
continue.
Continue into Arabic calligraphy. I can learn more scripts. There are a variety of scripts. It's a vast area. We can say that we have completed the experts.
Of course not.
But we keep learning.
Yeah.
So I would like to study another new script nearby. Depending upon the time available, and also for the painting part, I would like to incorporate into interior designing the other parts like texture, mediums, and everything. So it should be a mix of all calligraphy as well as all the mediums we use, and so that can enhance the space, and not just for the decoration of the calligraphy part. We can take it as a whole.
Take it as a whole. I love it. I can't wait to see your artwork moving forward. Once you
so much.
You start mixing all these mediums
and having these ideas and dreams to do something. I remember telling my husband when they asked me to do a job in engineering, I was like, I am positive. I have so much confidence in art than in engineering, if you say, because I have a gap with the family.
Yeah.
And I said him that I can prove you in the field of art. I can do something.
Have you proved him?
I'm so happy that at least as a homemaker I could reach this much and influence so many.
And now today, do you look at your husband and say, "Yes, I have proved
him"? You see him supporting me now.
It's like, see, I told you. Can you tell us, is there anything else you'd like to add or tell our viewers today?
Today, as being one of the homemakers, and I would like to say the women out there. We have different opportunities to learn. You have the internet, you have the ability to learn new skills. You can develop your skills. At first, you can find out what is your passion or ability what God has given you. So if you have time, do take a quality time for that. You can improve that as well.
Follow your passion.
Yes, follow your passion with dedication, and if you have a hard work and the mind to do it, I'm sure you can achieve your dreams.
Those are amazing words. Yes. Everybody, follow your passion. Follow your passion.
Because I have realized it. Though it was late, but then I could realize
it's never too late.
It's never too late.
Thank you, Salma. I can't wait to see.
And thank you.
I cannot wait to see what you paint next. Thank you.
Thank you so much for this opportunity, for inviting me. And this is a great program where you showcase the talents of local artists. And this is something you're doing something great. I should really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Don't go away. We'll be right back for more. The Injaz Bahrain Youth Festival supports local projects and services which are presented by young Bahraini students from across different schools and universities. And today we highlight the development of Recalf. Joining us here to speak more about this concept is CEO Haya and team member Neba. Hi guys, and welcome to the studio today.
Hi, thank you for having us.
So, can you tell us about Recalf and what it stands for?
So Recalf is made up of two different parts. It's the Re and Calf. Re stands for recycling and Calf is for coffee grounds. So what we do is we take the used coffee grounds from different coffee shops and we collect it and we repurpose it into different types of products.
Which is amazing. That's something that's wow, because we have a lot of coffee, I'm sure, that goes to wastage here in Bahrain.
Especially because now coffee is a trend. So everywhere you go, you're going to see a coffee shop in your face.
That's very true. Very true.
So what we wanted to do was we wanted to create an innovative way to take that waste and turn it into something better.
Okay, amazing. I love the concept, and I love how you guys named it Recalf. Like, I did not think of Recalf. I thought of caffeine, but I didn't think of recyclable and then as well the caffeine. And can you tell us what services does your project or company provide?
So we were trying to come up with an innovative idea, something different, something unique. how to make a positive impact, a positive environmental impact in Bahrain, how to contribute to sustainability. So we came up with this new concept, which is a self-watering pot made from coffee grounds.
That's made from coffee grounds.
Yeah, it's made from coffee grounds.
Okay.
So it contributes to sustainability in both consumption and production.
Okay, I'm still in shock that this is made from coffee grounds. I thought you were going to tell me that the soil inside is coffee grounds.
No,
it's at the pot.
The
Yeah,
pot
the pot
itself,
itself.
it's coffee grounds and fiberglass.
Yes.
Wow.
Which
That's
is
amazing.
Yeah.
You guys, like, I'm
Thank
very
you.
intrigued by this. And can you tell us about your experience with Injaz and the support you guys have received?
So we received a lot of support from Injaz, from our university, and we're very proud to be a part of the Injaz program because it taught us to be young entrepreneurs, and it taught us how to use our working skills and how to introduce us into the business world and into the mindset.
You guys, I'm finding this amazing. I have a question. If somebody wants to contact you guys and tell you, what can I do with my coffee grounds? Like if somebody owns a coffee shop and it's like, okay, what can I do with this? Do you guys take it? What do you do with them? Like, do you speak to them? If they want to give you, can they just give you their
Yeah, we
leftover
can do that. We
Okay.
collect coffee grounds from local coffee shops
Yeah.
or anyone who have coffee machines at home. We take those coffee grounds and we recycle them to make sustainable pots. And we are thinking of also like expanding to make more products. And
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's so cool that this is coffee grounds. Like it's like, oh, I've had a couple of cups of coffee and these are my leftover coffee grounds
Yeah.
now created into a pot.
If you look closer, the dots on our pot are actually coffee.
Okay,
So you can
amazing.
see the coffee in the product itself.
That's I love the idea. And can you tell us what is your plan to take this project forward?
yeah, so as I mentioned, we are trying to come up with new innovative ideas with the use of coffee grounds. So, and
What would you say that you want to plan on doing next? Okay, you've created now the plant pots.
Yeah.
What do you think you can create next? What would you two like to do?
So what we thought of doing is that since this is our standard pot size,
Yeah.
so we want to expand
Right.
into creating bigger
ones.
pots.
Yeah, you can do big outdoor ones as
Yeah.
well.
yeah, more
Yeah, 'cause-
sizes, more
yeah.
shapes, more designs. Yeah.
Because this is mostly for house plants.
Yeah,
What we tested it out on house
plants.
So in the future, our next 3 years plan is we want to create more, create different sizes, maybe go into different types of materials. Because for now we're using fiberglass.
Okay, so it's the coffee grounds and fiberglass mixed together, and
Yes.
then it creates the
It's
pot.
poured
Yes.
into a mold, and then that creates our pot. So this is designed by us. We designed
Completely.
the pots and
Everything from A to Z.
Yeah.
Can you tell us how does the Recalf pot work? You said it's self-watering. How does this work?
So as you can see, it consists of two parts. The upper part will contain the soil and the plant, while the lower part is to be filled with water.
Oh, wow.
So as you can see, there are those two wicks here. So the water is transferred directly to the plant roots using a sub-irrigation technique. This technique helps in preventing overwatering and underwatering that can harm the plant, and it reduces water wastage. This pot also contributes to sustainability by reducing the amount of coffee grounds that end up in landfills every year.
Yeah.
And-
That's amazing. I love that. When you just lifted it, it's like, I didn't
Yeah.
expect to see that at all.
It's two
Yeah.
different parts.
Yeah, I didn't expect to see that at all.
Yeah, and we are replacing the normal plastic pots because this pot is sustainable and environmentally friendly. As we mentioned, it's made of fiberglass and coffee grounds.
And the water can stay up to 1 week.
Okay.
Depending on the plant type.
Okay, depending on the plant type, which
Yeah.
like you mentioned as well, helps by not overwatering the plant
Yeah.
or
Or
underwatering the
underwatering, yeah.
plant. It's amazing, you guys. I love this product.
Thank you.
And with every pot we sell, we are reducing 1.6 kg of carbon emissions. We're replacing plastic with fiberglass. So with selling our first batch of 80 pieces, we are removing or we are preventing 602 kilometers driven by an
car.
average car. Yes.
Wow, that's a lot. That's really a lot. It's amazing. What advice for anyone interested in starting a company would you give them, and how can they stand out? What would you say?
I would tell them that it's a challenge, but it's a good challenge. It's a nice challenge. So we constantly push ourselves to be better and to better our product. So our small pots, it was stemmed from a small idea with a company of 11 members.
Okay.
We spent countless hours designing and producing and trying to figure out the perfect way to make a good product that would sell and boost sustainability. So once you have a small idea, you can expand on it and to be the perfect company.
So it's like, everybody, please follow actually your dreams and ideas and test them.
Yeah.
Don't just quit. That's what
Yeah.
everybody does. And tell us, you guys, would you like to add anything and tell anybody anything before we end the segment today?
Yeah, so firstly, we'd like to thank our university, the British University of Bahrain, for providing us with this amazing opportunity and for supporting us in all of our different endeavors and for supporting us during this journey. Secondly, we would like to thank Injaz Bahrain for providing us with this opportunity and for teaching us how to be young entrepreneurs. And thirdly, we'd like to thank Mr. Ala Madan, who is our mentor during this program, and he guides us and he helped us create the pot you see today.
You guys, it's an amazing pot. Like, I love the idea behind Recalf. It is something I'm hoping that we start seeing your pots everywhere. Especially in the coffee shops. I think all coffee shops should have a Recalf pot. You should go to them and tell them we should create this pot and keep it in the coffee shop, because this is your coffee ground. I love it. It's amazing, you guys. Thank you for this. Thank you for being in the studio with us today. Don't go away. We'll be right back for more. Well, everyone, I hope you all enjoyed that episode as much as I did. Don't forget to reach out to us on our social media accounts shown below, and stay tuned for more happenings right here on Bahrain Now. I'm Lara Sam'an. Good night and God bless.